I think you put something in your last picture for that listing that you shouldn't have put in there. You might want to go check it. And my heart's pounding. I'm like, oh my goodness, what the heck did we put in there? Hello everybody, welcome back to the Commonwealth cabin. Welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. Hope y'all had a wonderful Christmas. I have an interesting story to tell about the store and Christmas, but I'm gonna wait till next episode to do it because this episode we got a ton of sales. Actually, not a ton, 22 sales headed out of here for over $1,000, mainly due to two particular items, and we're gonna talk about those in just a second. But I had an embarrassing picture show up in one of my listings, and some viewers told me about it. They caught it quick enough that I didn't have to embarrass myself in front of a whole ton of people, which is always good. It's a fringe benefit, I suppose, if it's a benefit at all. But that's something we got to talk about too. Let's take a look. This first one barely even got in here before it got sold, and I had it on the video, and I thought for sure when I saw it sold that a viewer bought it, but it doesn't look like a viewer bought it. So this is a Schmid. I paid $1 for it on Commonwealth Picker video a couple weeks back, and you wind it up and it plays music. But I put albino in the title. Sometimes that helps them, and it's not really, it's pink, but it's got those albino looking eyes, and a lot of times those will help it sell. And it plays music. It's just a cool little bunny. My eyes have been open, no pun intended here, to selling Easter bunnies, old ones. Because for whatever reason, at the right time of the year, they'll sell, not for big money. They sold for $24 free shipping, but I only paid $1. So think about that as like $18 plus shipping. So it's like a $14 profit on something like that. Looking a little closer in that bunny sale right there, that one's headed overseas. So not only did it not go to a viewer, it didn't even go to somebody in the States, going to East Asia, looks like Japan, and that doesn't surprise me too much. This next one I thought would be a viewer sale as well. It wasn't. I thought it was a viewer sale because it sold very quickly after I posted it, very quickly after the video aired on the Picker channel. And I decided to put this up for $150, paid $25 for it, and it sold within an hour or so. Pretty cool. These lucite grapes, which I have bought and sold before, but this one had the light with it. It is in very good condition. $150 plus shipping. Nice little profit. Sold that set of 3 Disney posters again. I started watching your videos about a month ago, and I can't stop. That's what I like to hear. I started reselling 3 months ago for some extra money, and I own a landscape company, so I did it on the side. So far, it's been pretty awesome, and I love doing it. My wife loves Disney, so I figured I'd support you while also getting my wife a little extra Christmas gift, even if it's a little after Christmas. And I think I'll get a sticker as well. You for sure will. Thanks so much for the content. P.S. Put out a video convincing my wife to let me build a shed. I'm not doing that. When we got the shed sponsor out there at SupplyHut, SupplyHut.com, 50% off if you use code Commonwealth. See how I did that? When I got that sponsor, we actually were trying to get a shed company to sponsor it for months on end, and they wouldn't do it. And I'm like, well, you guys are missing the boat, because I get this all the time. And it's probably the second most often asked question that I get, other than how big is your shed, is where did you get your shed from? So there you go. Y'all missed the boat. SupplyHut took it up, though. Thanks, Charlie. Sold some Tupperware. What do you know? And we'll do one more sale and get to the embarrassing photo of the day. All right, here we go. $10 for that Tupperware lid plus shipping. Next one you may remember from a sale. And I came across a few Barbies, and I'm no Barbie expert. I'm climbing my ladder here. Hopefully I don't fall down. And if I do, who would you want to continue the channel? Blue Ridge Mama, or Turner, or Reagan, or all of the above? I think I paid $5 for this one. I'm not even sure I paid that much for this Catwoman. I think it's vintage. Nope, not quite. 2004. Sold for $30 plus shipping. Hi, Joe. I don't know if you remember, but I sold a postcard a little while ago. You have to check the videos. You may remember it if you watch most of the videos. And it had a little capsule inside of it, and it had a little piece of the Berlin Wall. And before that sold, I had posted it. I listed it myself, and I got messages on it immediately. I'm like, this can't be a high demand item. What the heck's going on? And it was viewers. Viewers were watching it. They follow the store. You know, you can click on that link down there and see newly listed items. And if you subscribe to the store or follow the store, they'll sometimes send you alerts as well. At any rate, I had a few messages and they were like, I think you put something in your last picture for that listing that you shouldn't have put in there. You might want to go check it. And my heart's pounding. I'm like, oh my goodness, what the heck did we put in there? And so I go in there and I check out the listing. And sure enough, the very last picture was a screenshot of an email. And so I'm still nervous. I'm like, what is this email, right? So my method a lot of times, because I get inundated with all kinds of things, you know, either requests or, you know, somebody inquiring about something. And one thing that I do every single morning is I list something. It's one of the very first things I do. And so it's good for me to have a screenshot of something that I got to put on my to-do list or something. So if I saw something the night before, I'll screenshot it, because in the morning, I'll go look at pictures to list something, because I list on my phone, and I'll see that, I'll put it on my to-do list for that day. At any rate, that's what it was. Somebody had sent me an email about a mistake in shipping, and it wasn't an eBay item. It was a CommonwealthPicker.com item. So I don't ship those, maybe 20% of the time I ship those. Reagan ships those, Blue Ridge Mama ships those, and Bubba's girlfriend ships CommonwealthPicker.com items, but I usually don't. So I wanted to see, you know, if I did that one or if somebody else. And so I screenshotted it, and I knew we had to go in and ship it, and I fixed it. I don't know, we sent the wrong size shirt. So, you know, we got the right size shirt and we shipped it off and all that. But, you know, that could have been a lot worse than it was. It was somewhat embarrassing that we screwed something up, you know, but the fact that I suppose we had, you know, screenshotted it meant that we're taking care of it, I suppose. But, you know, I've had pictures I list from my personal phone. I don't know if y'all do that or not, or if you use the computer, or if you have a separate phone. We have a picture-taking phone, but then we disperse pictures from that picture-taking phone. And, I mean, sometimes I'll just use my own phone if I'm doing something in here. But if we're taking pictures out there, or if anybody's taking pictures out there, we'll disperse the pictures off of that phone to our personal phones, because it's just easier that way to list whenever you can. But, you know, I've had personal stuff on my, not terrible stuff, don't get me wrong, but trying to think of what I remember a few times. I think I put a picture, Blue Ridge Mama was the Cheshire Cat for Halloween. Pretty good looking Cheshire Cat, I gotta admit. And so we had pictures, and I accidentally put one of those in a listing as well, but I caught that one before it went live. I'm like, holy moly. Which, you know, whatever, it wouldn't have been the end of the world. But I have put some pictures into listings before by mistake. I think I put one of Turner at a baseball game one time. So you tell me your stories. Have you ever seen somebody's listing where they accidentally put something? Accidentally, now some people do it on purpose. Or have you put something in a listing that was by accident that was embarrassing? All right, y'all, I made a trade. I don't often do this. I don't ever do this, actually, but it just happened to work out just right. And a viewer wanted this shirt right here, which is a pretty darn cool shirt. Support Franklin County, buy local corn. It's on a vintage Hanes tag, 50/50, and made in the USA. Single stitch. Bought it for, I don't know, $1 or $2. And I traded this shirt, I think I had it listed for like 40, for a bunch of G.I. Joe cards. And those cards are, they're not the oldest cards. I think they're maybe 90s, but there's a bunch of them. So I think it worked out pretty well for both of us. So I appreciate, I don't think I have your name. If you're listening, watch or put your name in the comments below so we can give you a proper thank you. And it's headed your way. It's a little Disney Pooh sunflower. I think I got this off a Whatnot auction. Matter of fact, I know I did. And I can mention this while I do. I got this from Death Pile Picker. And every once in a while I have a little funny money to spend over on Whatnot. And I try to support somebody who supports me. So I went over there and grabbed this and a bunch of other plush, and I'm not going to make much money off them, but I'll make a little bit of money, which is okay. And that one sold right there. That little Disney Pooh sunflower sold for $11 plus shipping. So thank you, Mike, for that. Here is, this is what is this? Bells at Christmas. And I've sold these tons and tons of times before, and I paid $1 for this one. This was not part of that big Mr. Christmas haul. And unfortunately, it kind of worked. Not totally, but kind of. And there are a few lights on there that just won't work. New bulbs and everything. So any rate, $18 plus shipping for that one, and it could have been a lot better. Just had another sale come across. This one went to Donna, and it is a Coca-Cola ornament, $6.95 plus shipping. Donna, I'm assuming it says repeat buyer, that you are a viewer, so thank you. I like that one very much. I appreciate it. And I just had another sale come across, which puts us over the $1,100 mark headed out of here today, which reminded me of something, because I got somebody sent me a message the other day, and they're not a reseller, and they were trying to understand it. When I say those numbers, that is nowhere near profit. It's not at all. Matter of fact, and they had something else confused. I always talk about how much money's headed out of here today. I do 3 videos a week. So it's not like I'm selling $1,000 worth every day. That is not happening at all. This is accumulation of at least 2 days worth of sales. And one time a week, it's 3 days worth of sales. And that, of course, is the total gross number, not the net number. So, but, you know, maybe we should someday talk about the whole net number and all that stuff. You know, I still consider myself kind of a hobby seller. I know I'm probably not. The net income we make is actually more than I made as a high school history teacher. But it's not like astronomical. You wouldn't just be like, oh, I'm gonna quit my job today. So maybe we'll run the numbers someday. Let's see, 1982 Taiwan Ram Man, $14 plus shipping. I think I probably could have asked a little bit more on this guy, but you know, some sell for less, some sell for more. But you see how that little sticker's coming off a little bit, and it's not perfect, but it's not bad. I'll take that profit right there, and we'll add it to our total. So we had 2 different Modu buys lately in the last few months, but this one came from the G.I. Joe buy. So $11 profit on that one. See, $14 plus shipping. So, you know, that would have gone out all in for a little under, probably, I don't know, 18-ish. And there's an $11 profit on it. So I'll give you an idea. $1,786. Some of you may be wondering why I have a jacket on in one picture and a different hat in another. I've been in and out of here so many times since I started filming this video for so many different reasons. Last time I left, well, it wasn't the last time. I had to pick these up. I guess it was 2 times ago. There was like a herd of deer outside, and we had a possum out there, a giant possum. I've never seen a possum this big. And when I came out, it tried to run up that tree, and boy, let me tell you, it had a hard time. It got up, but it had a hard time. And one of the times I went out was to get, I gotta fix a couple things in there, was to get these, which I store inside an eBay cave, which is still Christmas Central, but maybe within the next video it won't be. So we'll see. We've been selling the heck out of these lately. Just absolutely selling them like crazy, just because I tweaked the listing and I made sure we were $1 under the lowest, which I don't always do. But these were taking up a bunch of space, and we had already made our money on them, so figured, what the heck. Sold 5 different ones over the last 2 days, and one just came across. So $58 each plus shipping. 58 plus shipping, 58 plus shipping. You get the point. Another retail arbitrage buy from Blue Ridge Mom out of the Froggy Flips drawer. And it's this one right here, a little Snoopy Christmas Wet and Wild Peanuts something. Nail polish, I guess. $10 plus shipping. By the way, I'm tripping over these boxes. You know how many boxes I've got? Y'all have been so nice and sent us so much stuff. Look, this came from Pat D's. He knows I love a sealed VHS, so he sent a few. Check it out right there. Gotta love that. 2 of these. Just love it. Got the watermarks in it. Now, these aren't worth much at all. It's the older ones, but these are still cool, and they're worth something to me. And I really like them, especially that one. I love that movie. I love that series of movies. And Pat, I do appreciate you taking the time to send me some sealed VHS. I appreciate it. Y'all have to tell me if I've sold a Marvin the Martian. I think we've sold 1. I think. And now we've sold 2. One to Lester. And I think this one went out on an offer. I think. Yeah, $11. So, thank you. I appreciate that very much. Marvin the Martian, great Looney Tunes Warner Brother character. I love it. So $11 on that one, free shipping. Thank you, Lester. So TaylorMade head cover should be on top. I saw it earlier. Yep, there it is, right there. And that one sold for pretty good money. I think 18 bucks plus shipping on that one. About ready to go back in January here and hit up the Lost and Found again. try that out around your local golf courses. See if anybody's willing to sell their lost and found off in the middle of the winter, depending on where you live. Arizona is the hot time to golf, right? The not hot time to golf, which is the hot, well, you get it, $18 plus shipping. I got a message that I'm so glad that I actually saw. It was from, is it Tammy? Let me look at the name real quick. Tammy Lynn. Tammy's like, hey, she said, how about if I buy the rest of your ornaments? You give me a deal? I'm like, absolutely, definitely. All the Coca-Cola ornaments for sure. So Tammy, this one isn't really, I mean, it's a plush ornament. Whoop. And then I had that one up there. And then I realized that we actually had 3 that weren't listed. But everything else you got, and we're going to send you a 50% refund, and we're going to refund the excess shipping as well, which brings it somewhere around $40-ish, maybe a little bit more than that, I think. So, at any rate, thank you very, very much for that. Now I have an empty tote, which makes me really, really happy. I'm going to go ahead and put that back there and start filling that stuff up with something else. So, thank you, and you are going to have a beautiful Coca-Cola tree. And this guy will probably have to wait for next year to sell, but you can have a new home right there. Turner, you sold a plush right there. $13 plus shipping, and it went to Jimmy. It says repeat buyer. Jimmy, I didn't see a message, but Jimmy, thank you. Tell me who this is right there.
It's Goofy.
Goofy. It's Goofy.
And he's dressed like Elvis.
Elvis. And Elvis, if you don't know out there, Turner, Elvis was one of the single most famous people to ever live. He's a singer.
Oh.
That's kind of what he looks like right there. Got the nice little sideburn. He doesn't have sideburns, but he kind of looks like it. Any rate, that Goofy plush is headed out of here for decent money. Definitely enough for you to do what?
Save $1, spend $1, donate $1. Bye.
And Patrick got an Enaman, although I already shipped this one off, so I'm just going to show it to you. Patrick, we do appreciate you supporting us, getting one of those guys, and we hope he gets things moving for you. Hey, we're going to take a short little field trip here. Today, we're going to head on down to Blessing Place and talk to Andrea. And Reagan's going to go with me, and then we're going to come back here, and I'm going to show you just a few things we sold out of here. I think 3 more to go. But y'all, me and Reagan are taking a field trip. She's freezing.
Yeah.
We're going to get her inside here.
I have my jacket.
We are at the Blessing Place. We're going to give a little bit of money that you guys were so generous to us. We're going to give it to the Blessing Place. We're going to give it to Andrea if we can find her. All right, Reagan is doing the video in here, so hopefully y'all can hear us. But I had to start this because Andrea was telling me such an amazing story. But it's really a story about y'all and all the comments you made in that video. So she was just overwhelmed with it. But tell me, now you've been talking to your relatives who've been watching it now. So who watched that video?
Oh gosh, my sister's in Atlanta, my brother in Elton, Maryland, my son and his wife in Virginia Beach, my daughter here, siblings in North Carolina, in awe. And I'm speechless. Thank you all so very much. You all know who I'm talking to. I'm gonna stay hooked up with Mr. Brown.
It's not Mr. Brown.
Truly
I'm telling you, it's all these folks.
It's you people. But if you hadn't come in and surprised me, I wouldn't know. But I'm going to keep Blessing Place going. We have Blessing Place today. We had a children's gift shop today. We served, I think, about 70 people today, and it has been a beautiful day.
So she just told me that they had their little sale this morning, and then they shut it down, and then brought everybody back.
Everybody came back.
Everything was free.
And everything was free.
They're giving it all away.
Yes, organs, depression glass, all kinds of things.
How come that didn't get taken? Away. Look at that! They got some uranium glass right there.
Right.
My little videographer here.
Yeah.
And I got a radio right here that I think that if that was working would go for about $150. But it's not working. But we might still take it out here and sell it for parts. All right. Okay. So what I'm going to do here, and this is not from me, so y'all don't give me the credit. Yep. This is from our audience on the Commonwealth Picker channel. Yes. This is going to be seen on the Commonwealth Flipper channel. And we want to give you this. This is our arrangement, if you remember, was half and half.
Yes.
For the Barbies.
Yes.
Well, there's more than half and half in here because Reagan does artwork and she did an ornament and she auctioned it off and the proceeds are also in here.
Oh.
Okay. And on top of that, because I feel bad keeping half, what we're going to do in your name for the other half is throughout the next year when we go to garage sales, we're going to bless people while we're out there at garage sales.
Bless it forward.
Because of y'all. And we're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep doing some auctions for you, doing some other stuff. You're amazing. And so there's that. And Let me take the camera from Reagan. Reagan's going to give you a little something. This is for you.
Yes.
This is for you.
This is to remember.
This is our mug.
Oh, sweet. Come on. Oh,
And
nice.
this is our little plush right there. And we got a sticker for you. And there's a little
it?
saying.
Flipper.
Flipper. Commonwealth Flipper. Yeah, you got
Flipper.
it. And on the back of the mug, and this is the way we're going to consider you now here. Other things may change, but we start and end with family. And so you're going to be our family. We're going to help you. And you're going to help us.
And my Uncle Kevin.
Anyway.
Oh, God bless you all. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to a new year. And you don't hesitate to call me if you need anything. We'll try and take care of it.
I will certainly give you a call.
All right. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Isn't Andrew amazing? And let me tell you, we're going to try to do some more with them. Pick up a few things we're going to actually auction off for them here in the coming year. And Woody and Bullseye headed out of here. I think this one went for pretty decent money here. This particular Woody and Bullseye are pretty good. $19 plus shipping. Sold some jeans, y'all. Happy to sell jeans. And I won't even tell you the story about how I paid for my wife's wedding ring with nothing but jeans profit. But I guess I just did. $19.50. These are Wrangler new. I think they went out on a discount because they've been around a while. Rock Wrangler jeans, $19.50 plus shipping. Pepper didn't come in the whole episode until the very end. I'm trying to get some work done in here. I got to do some shipping, and I've got to get all that stuff from the Supply Hut back here because it's all listed. All right, y'all, I've got Reagan here, and she actually appeared earlier in this video. You just didn't know it because this is what we filmed yesterday when we went to the blessing place. And so we were able to give them a little bit of money. They're so generous to so many folks. And this sold today too, and I wanted Reagan to be a part of this. So, did this go to Isaiah 117? I think it did. Maybe it went to St. Jude, actually. I can't remember. Anyways, I'll have to double check. And I still have to set up an appointment. Will you go to Isaiah House with me? Just like you did the last one, help me film. I owe them some money as well. So we've got half of it taken care of. And these right here, look. Wasn't this Pepper's paw print?
Yes.
That's right. And you and Blue Ridge Mama signed it, the original, to make the ornament, and that sold. I think it sold for like $40-some, $50, somewhere around there. So next year it might be you on that piece of paper, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe. Has he been a good boy today?
Pretty much.
He's not gonna go to the bathroom in here, is he?
Hopefully not, because I'm holding him.
You've been taking care of him. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. I'm gonna do the thank yous while you hold this cute puppy. That sound good? Oh, look, you want to say hi to everybody? And Sophie is getting used to this pup now, too. That's right. At any rate. All right, let's go here. Let's see. We got Rebecca, Trash Cash t-shirt. And Shelly got a yellow We Get Things Moving shirt. And who else? Aaron got, that's Flippin' Deals. JJ's Flippin' Deals on eBay. And got a We Get Things Moving sticker and an Enema Man, which is right behind you right here. You gonna ship all this stuff out for me tomorrow?
Yeah, I guess so.
You guess so. And that is going to her husband. So, who else? Antonia got an Animan, and that's going to her boyfriend, Brian. And that is going to St. Jude. I just wrote it down I just saw it on my list, going to St. Jude. So, yep. Even though I think we put Isaiah, I don't know. I might have messed it up in the title or something. Maybe we'll split the money. How's that? Yeah. Does that sound good to you? All right, Reagan. Thank you.
Bye, and don't forget your sticker at CommonwealthPicker.com.
Hey, y'all. We're out here in the Supply Hut. I want to remind you of two things really quick. Actually, I want to remind you of one thing. I just want to tell you thank you for all that you do for us. I hope your new year coming up, we're going to have a New Year's episode, I think. You think we should do that? You know, it's kind of cliche, right? What are your reselling goals and stuff? But it's something that I need to be thinking about. And maybe you do as well. So we'll talk about that in the next episode. But one of those things that definitely should be on some people's list is bookkeeping, y'all. And some of y'all have been doing the same thing for a long time and you're very comfortable with it. Some of you know you're not doing a good job of it. That was me a few years back. And now let me tell you, if you are in that situation and you need something, these are the folks to help you out, Paul and Faith. I know I've been talking about them a lot, but I believe in my reseller, Genie. I think they are just absolutely amazing. Plus, look, they're like me, right? Well, they're not like me. This is the kind of thing I need. I need to be, somebody to hold my hand and walk me through it. and they've got their own YouTube channel talking about it as well. So go to myresellergenie.com, use code Commonwealth, all caps, to get 15% off. And I promise you, this time next year, you won't regret having done it. Thank y'all for joining us, and I can't wait to see you next time.